Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So, today in this video, we are going to see the second part of the difference between the performance tester, the performance engineer, and the site reliability engineer. And we're going to discuss four topics today. So, they are the tools used by each of these people, starting from the tools used by the performance tester, by the performance engineer, and the site reliability engineer, and what is the team's involvement, and what are the responsibilities of the performance tester, the engineer, and the site reliability engineer, and when implemented, what happens. So all these four topics, and if time permits, we'll see on more topic as well. But these are the ones that we're going to discuss today. And as a performance tester and engineer, so the main reason that you would have you should watch is to know where you currently stand and what are you going to be in your next level, whether if you are going to move your career to performance engineering, or if you are someone who wants to move your career to site reliability engineer. This video will definitely help you to understand and move your career path towards that. And thank you so much for your support on my first video, the first part of the video, where we have discussed about the various other parts, like the primary focus of the people and the objective of them, and what are the key activities they do and the approach. So, in this video, like I told you, we'll start with the very first part, which is the tools used. So, when it comes to the tools used, the performance tester, yep, as you all know, the performance tester's duty is a reactive approach where he does or he do the testing using tools like JMeter, LoadRunner, Gatling, and Neo. So these are the uh, primary tools in the market, which has a big market share. And these are specialized tools. So what is these tools used for? So these are specialized for simulating user behavior under different conditions to measure how the application performs. And that's the reason the performance testers use these tools. So just to quickly reiterate, so these are the tools, the mainly I'll call it as specialized tools, which are used for simulating users behavior using under different conditions. Like you can do a load test, you can do a stress test, endurance test, spike test, you can do whatever test by simulating the behavior. But the objective is to find the bottleneck, which is you're going to do it under different conditions, and then you're going to measure the performance of the application. So just to give you a quick example, so imagine you're testing an e-commerce website during a sales event. The performance testing team uses JMeter in this example to simulate thousands of users browsing the website and placing the order simultaneously. And the goal is to see how the website handles this traffic, right? That's what obviously the performance testers role. So they want to test how does the website handles this traffic, and by measuring things like the page load times, the response times, and the transaction failure. So if the website crashes down or slows down significantly, the testing tool, in this scenario, the JMeter, will help you identify the performance bottleneck like slow database queries or underperforming servers. So now to give a quick intro on the tool. So JMeter, as we all know, it's an open source tool which is used to perform the load testing or any type of testing on web-based applications. And LoadRunner, yes, it's a commercial tool which is designed for performance testing and load testing with various multiple protocol support. And Gatling is again another tool which is used to support are used to simulate user traffic and analyze application behavior under stress. And NeoLoad, yes, that's my favorite tool, and a performance testing tool which is focused on load testing for web, mobile, SAP applications. And coming to the performance engineers, so what does the performance engineers use? What tools do they use? So that's another primary thing which most of uh, And coming to the performance engineering tools, so the performance engineers use profiling tools like Dynatrace, the New Relic, and other optimization tools, because these profiling tools are used to analyze how the system is performing at the code or at the infrastructure level, and this helps us to identify the inefficiencies that can be fixed before the system is deployed. Right, so that's the reason the performance engineers uses these tools like the Dynatrace or the New Relic or other optimization tools. And just to give you a quick example, so let me take the Dynatrace as an example. So for example, if you're building a video streaming platform, say for example like something like a Netflix or Hotstar, So the performance engineer's role is to use the Dynatrace to profile the application while it is still in development. So it's still in development. And just to recap, the performance engineering role starts along with the development, right? So they monitor how the application uses the CPU, how it uses the memory and the network bandwidth, as well as how quickly the database queries are executed. So if they notice the video transcoding process is taking up too much memory, they can optimize that part of the code before the application is tested or deployed. So that's how the Dynatrace is used. And most of us, like, we used to have a question like, I need to do testing for the video based application. So this is how you have to do, and this is how you have to profile the applications. And similarly, if you are someone who is using Neuralink, Neuralink also has or it has the ability to track the response times and the database performance during development. So doing all these, you can ensure that all the components are fine tuned for optimal performance. And just to give you an overview on the tools like Dynatrace, that's a tool that provides deep monitoring of application performance, which allows developers to profile their code, profile their database queries, and the infrastructure. And coming to Neuralink, it's a platform that offers full stack visibility into applications, which helps engineers to profile how their software uses resources and where the performance bottlenecks exist. So that's about the performance engineering tool. So you don't test it again and again. I'm telling you, you as a performance engineer, you won't test. You have to do the profiling, and you should understand the architecture. So that's the role of the performance engineers. And moving to the site reliability engineers, uh, the site reliability engineers uses monitoring, automation, and infrastructure tools like Prometheus, Grafana, Kubernetes, Terraform, and automation scripts. And uh, for those who do not know, I have created around like 10 to 12 videos on the Kubernetes. So if you're someone who wants to learn Kubernetes, and if you're someone who wants to learn Terraform, I have all those videos in my playlist. Please do watch that as well. That will definitely help you to migrate or move yourself to a Terraform, to a site reliability engineer role. And in fact, I'm planning to take a demo session as well on Kubernetes very soon. I'll give you a proper formal invite on that. So these tools, whatever I told, the tools I discussed like Prometheus or Grafana or Kubernetes or Terraform and automation. So when it comes to automation scripts, tools like Ansible. So that's again another perfect example for creating automation scripts. So these tools will help you to monitor the live system, and also for during scaling infrastructure automatically and ensuring system reliability. And just to give you an example, so after the video streaming platform that a performance engineer has already seen in his previous phase, after it has gone live, there is nothing to do for, I mean, like, performance engineer has nothing to do after it has been released, right? So the site reliability engineer has the complete control. So the site reliability engineering team, they sets up Prometheus and the Grafana to monitor the server health, user traffic, and the application performance in real time. For instance, if traffic spikes due to a major event, Prometheus can track the CPU and memory usage of the servers, while Grafana displays this data on live dashboards for easy monitoring. So that's the reason we use Grafana and we use Prometheus. So if the system needs more resources, and Kubernetes automatically scales the application by adding more containers to handle the load, while Terraform can automate the deployment of new servers. So by using Terraform, you can deploy or you can scale up the Kubernetes pods, or you can scale up the Kubernetes containers, right? So automation scripts like Ansible, they ensure that the operational tasks like restarting failed services or adding resources, which can happen without any manual intervention. So you can write an automation script whether if some the services goes down, automatically it should bring up after some 3 tries or 4 tries. So that's how you effectively use the tools like Ansible. And just to give you a quick example on a quick walkthrough on the tools, the Prometheus. So that's the first tool which I mostly like it. So it's an open source monitoring tool that collects and stores metrics from applications and servers, and that's used for real time performance monitoring. And when it comes to Grafana, it's a visualization tool that displays metrics which are collected by Prometheus and other systems in the form of dashboards for easy monitoring and troubleshooting. And Kubernetes, another my most favorite and the one that I'm currently working on. It's an open source platform that automates the deployment, scaling, and management of containerized applications. And Terraform, which is basically built and supported by HashiCorp. It's an infrastructure as code IAC tool that automates the creation, management, and scaling of the cloud infrastructure. So in case if you have any doubts on Terraform, please do reach out to me directly. I'll help you on the Terraform part. So yeah, that's the differences between the tools used. And just to give you a key difference, so the performance testers use the tools to simulate traffic and workloads to identify issues in how the application performs after development. So just to remember, performance testers do everything after development, but the performance engineers, as you all know, they profile, they optimize the system's performance during the development, and that focuses on code and infrastructure efficiency. And finally, the site reliability engineer uses the tools to continuously monitor and scale the system in production, automating tasks like resource management and incident response to maintain the system reliability. So, with that, I come to an end of this video. I think it nearly took 10 minutes to just explain about the tools used. So, we'll see about the team involvement and the other topics in the upcoming videos. So, until I meet you in our next video, it's bye bye from Vasan Shanmugam and your favorite Little Sly YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.